Good morning. I am Terry Lynn, Crafting with Terry Lynn on my Facebook page. My YouTube is also Crafting with Terry Lynn. So I am over 60 and I just thought I would go ahead and do a video showing um, my routine in the morning for a quick makeover. So we'll see how long this takes. But I've already washed my face and all, and of course I always get the mascara that's still left underneath. Um, so anyway, always start out with the moisturizer, and you will see that I have rosacea in my cheeks. I barely have to touch my skin. I'm barely touching, and it looks like I've been jogging a mile or two, which wouldn't hurt me in the least bit if I did, but I don't. So um, it just comes naturally, you know. I could be one of those girls that go do this and say, "Hey, babe, I just ran a mile." But unfortunately, my husband knows because he's like, "Did you just scrub your face with the exfoliant or something?" And I'm like, "No, that's just the way it does." Um, and I don't put a whole lot of moisturizer over my eyelid because my eyelids are oily for some reason. Um, so I do my moisturizer, and while it's still moist, I take a Q-tip and I clean off the extra underneath my eyelid, and I just dampen it a little bit with my spit. So, you know, spit's always a good thing, right? Um, Years ago, it used to be anyway. Mama's spit was always a good thing. Kiss the bobo and lick your fingers to clean your kid's face off before going into a public place. So don't gross out. If that grosses you, then I may not be the person to watch because I'm old fashioned. That's the way I am. So there's my moisturizer. Now, I love, and as you can see, I've got all that red in my face, okay? I love to use pharmacy products, and you have to know somebody that sells it. And I need to sign up again because when you're signed up, you get it 50% off. So that's the great deal. And it's not expensive, but it's pharmacy and it's natural products. And I use the medium, and this is called color correction. I like to use it because of that rosacea, but it also gives you a smooth look. So now, of course, this is going to take me a little bit longer just because I'm stopping to explain things. Hopefully I can get enough out of here. And it doesn't take a whole lot either. So I'm going to show you. Now, if you like to do contouring, you can get you, oops, that was quite a bit that came out, sorry. You can get you darker colors and put the darker where you want it. You don't have to have a separate contouring packet or whatever you want to call it, palette, to do your contouring. Same thing with your face powders. You can get darker where you want to go darker and lighter. That's the great thing. I like to use a kabuki brush to blend this in. Um, so I wish I had my mirror. Let's see if I can do it this way. So let's see if I can do it using the phone. Um, and for older women, you do not want to do the lighter underneath the eyes because we don't want to bring attention to our natural aging lines, okay? And just go down the neck with it, okay? And I cannot see what I'm doing. I can just see that I'm smearing in places. And I like to dab and get it around here. I'm just, I'll look in the mirror in just a minute to make sure. Okay. Now, when you're older, if you see this caked up in the nose right here, you need to exfoliate. Okay. Put your exfoliation in the shower or bath, and when you bathe twice a week or once a week, you can exfoliate and that will smooth that out. okay? And Pharmacy does have wonderful skincare, but I'm going to be making my own. And I have ordered some of the stuff I need to make my own because things are just so expensive. And I'm not liking the fact that some of the ingredients I can't even pronounce or say or even know what they are. And we can do natural, okay? So that's my thing. Now let me look over here. I use a magnifying mirror over here. It flips and it turns and it can do whatever. So my husband got it for me for Christmas. And he is like, when we travel, I put this in my suitcase. And let me show you. It's pretty big. Let's see if I can show you. It's a big one. And it's heavy. And so I put it in my luggage because I like having the natural UV light. It gives you the outside lighting pretty much. And it's what you're going to see if you were outside, okay? And so I just make sure that, now I don't put foundation, the base on my eyelids because to me, it's going to gravitate into those natural aging lines, and it's going to settle in there. So I don't put it there. So what I do is I just take, this is Pharmacy as well. I take the white translucent and I go over the eyelids, and that gets it prepared basically for my shadows. Now if you want to, you can use a primer, a little bit of a primer. Pharmacy has primers, but it makes your eyeshadow more true to color and lasting and all that, but I don't care about that. Once I leave this room from doing this process, so I put it under as well because this gathers less than the face powder in those lines. So I just do this under and here. That's all I do, okay? And I know I don't do everything like maybe professional makeup people, okay? Now, I am in a mode right now of using things that I have, but this here is Pharmacy, and this is my favorite face powder, and I don't even know, it's broken, so it's those small little pieces are broken, and I'm trying to use it. This is so much smoother. This is the Unique, because I used to do Unique years ago, and this one does not give me as smooth a look as this one, which is Pharmacy, because I have large pores on my cheeks. So I can tell you that I could do half my face with this one and half my face with the Unique, and I love the smoother look, okay? So I don't know if it's because that one, maybe the Unique has maybe a little bit of a shimmer of some sort, and it just kind of makes those pores stand up. Now, I don't know if I can get it close for you to see how nice and smooth that look is, okay? So, and then I just go up here and do this, okay? Now, as far as the contour, because I'm not doing the different colors of the base, I'm going to go ahead because I am trying to use up stuff that I have, but this is Pharmacy, and this is a contouring palette, okay? And I use a different brush that's kind of a pointed, and I don't know if this brush is Unique or if it's Pharmacy, but I go ahead and I put my darker color powder here, and this is why I'm saying you could just use powder. It doesn't have to be called contouring. You can just get darker powder, okay? And I just put it right here below that jawbone. This is where you want to draw in a shadow to the face to make it look more slender. Then I use my fatter end of this, and I'm using my middle one, and I go up here and let me put that down, and I go up here and I do around here to contour that. It's just a real quick process, you know, not a big deal, okay? And then I use my slender one again, and I go down each side of my nose. And I do under the nose right here, okay? And I'll show you. And I know you're supposed to do under here, but I don't do it all the time under here. It is what it is, but I'll just do it for the sake of this video. You can put a little bit under here. I just don't like seeing everything from the side, all the different lines and colors, but anyway, that's my preference. All right, then I'm gonna do my blush. This is Pharmacy also. Oh, that's the eyeshadow, hold on. I do a blush, and this is just kind of a peachy coral kind of look. It's pretty much universal for whatever shade you're going with. And you just want to make sure that you don't take your blush past the end of your eye. Don't bring it into here. Don't bring it into here, especially if you have rosacea. But when you're past 50 or so, you're wanting to bring a lift to your face, okay? And I haven't brushed my hair, so that comes next. But you want to bring a lift to your face. So wearing your hair up, and I do wear long earrings, but just remember, all that brings elongation to your face. So wearing your hair up, bringing this further up, and then I'll show you on the eyes. So there's the blush. All right, let me go ahead and do, I usually do this last, but I'm going to do it now. This is also Pharmacy. My favorite lip pencils. Lip pencils are amazing. And I'm sorry, I'm not a Pharmacy consultant yet, but hopefully I'll sign back up. I sign up because I want the 50% discount. Not that I'm going to be trying to sell and market, okay? But I'd like to be there for you if you decide you want to try it. I'm going to outline my lips, because when we're older, our lipstick can run past our lip line because of our cracks. And believe me, I got them. And I'm almost halfway to, actually in June, I'll be over halfway to 65. So, now, what I like to do on my lips is contour them and do inside right here and deepen that. Okay? Just deepen the creases, and then we'll make this part stand out, okay? All right, so I'm gonna leave that there. The lips really complete the face, okay? Now we're gonna do my eyes. Now, my eyes, I am using Unique. I think these are Uniques, yeah. Because I had a lot of Unique stuff. So I don't want it to go to waste. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use a good neutral look is to use a pink, a mauve, or whatever all over the eye. Now my eyes are gold, so you want to go opposite of the browns per se, opposite of the color wheel to make the eyes pop. Okay, so if you have blue eyes, you want to go with the browns, the opposite side of the color wheel of the blue. So browns for blue eyes, okay? And for brown eyes and golden eyes, you want to use the pinks and the blues and so on, okay? Now, because I have hooded eyes, I'm taking this mauve all the way up to my eyebrow. Taking it all the way up to my eyebrow. All the way down my lid. Now, some girls will put the light shimmer on the eyelid. I'm older. I don't want to draw attention to my wrinkled eyes. So I'm making it smooth, and that's my opinion. I want it to be soft and smooth, okay? Now, I am going to emphasize the outside with this blue. Let me show y'all what I've just used. I used this mauve. Believe it or not, it is a mauve. And this blue to accent in the end, okay? On the outside corners. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my brush right here at the end of my eye right here. And I'm just going to do a circle, go back and forth in the circle, and then I'm going to bring it up. I do not want to bring it down here at all. I'm bringing a lift to my eye, and I'm going to bring that blue up and almost to the center of my eye, but just a little bit, not too much. Then I'm going to take my mauve color brush and I'm going to blend that right there to merge the two colors. And this blue, I take almost, or I do take it up to the very tail of my eyebrow, lightly, okay? So now, if you look, and I'm sorry, I've got my window's open over here. So if you look at this one, I'm bringing a lift to that eye, okay? Am I still rolling? Good. I had to delete a bunch of pictures, and yesterday it wouldn't let me do a video. It would cut off after 3 minutes. It would cut off. So I had to erase a bunch in my camera. Okay. Now, got that one. Now let me go get my mauve brush. All my brushes, I pretty much, this one is only used for mauve. That one is only used for blue. I have a brush for everything. And I usually wash these with Dawn and water about once a month, okay? In fact, I keep the little bottle of Dawn right here on my vanity on my little Lazy Susan. And because I clean my glasses with Dawn and water. And these, I clean these with Dawn and water. And I'll do my brushes. All my brushes. These brushes I've had for many years. And they're amazing. They still look new. Now I'm going to use this brush right here that comes to a point, and I'm going to use that same blue. I don't use a lot of liner, especially because my eyes are small, and if you line your eyes, you're going to close the eye even more. So I bring my blue that I did up here in this corner, and I'm bringing it down right here and just halfway, basically just halfway right here, not all the way to the center. Now I do have freckles right there, big age spots, and it makes it look like I have something there, and I've tried different things to cover it, and it just makes it worse. So I just dab that corner right there, and okay. All right. And I may take just a little and enhance the upper just a little bit right there if my brush didn't get in there really good. And okay. Now, the other thing I do sometimes, not every time, it just depends on the day, is I'll take a black liner and I do it up inside my waterline of my eye, just halfway or 3/4, okay? I just did it up in here. You want to move your eye to this side and you can rub it up in there, okay? Just right here. My little sister, she passed when she was 44, and she would sit in my living room because I took care of her toward the end, and we had one of those lift recliners, and she'd sit there and she'd do her makeup without a mirror, and she only had one hand that she could use. She had ALS, and she would sit there and do her makeup without a mirror, and I'm like, I don't know how you do that. She didn't wear a lot. She was beautiful, but anyway. Okay, Now my eyebrows. I do my mascara last. Okay. Oh, wait. I got to do my little highlight at the top. All right. Another unique palette here. And I like to use just a little shimmer, a light shimmer that goes right here. And I just tap a little bit just to highlight the eye just a little bit and helps give another lift. And then I put just a little bit right here in the corner. Not a lot, just a little. Can you see? Just a little. Let's see. Oh, y'all, I'm not good at the recording and stuff. I'm trying to learn, so please don't judge and just be gracious that I'm getting started later in life. So give me some grace. I will try to get there. I'm a diet root beer drinker, or zero, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so got that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, after I do that little bit right there under my eyebrow, I rub just a little bit on the end of my nose. Just a little bit to give it a little bit of shine. It is not it's not like you can see where I did it. It just kind of blends. Oops, what did I just do? I just got, I don't know. I guess I got some color on my finger somewhere, and I put a line down my nose. So I just do that. May touch a little bit on the top of the eyebrow, you know, all the little places that you want to have a little shine. Now the other thing too is that if you did get fallout from that, I use that same brush that I used for my white translucent powder, and you just brush it, and that picks up all the little loosies that might have fell from your eyeshadow. All right, now let me do my eyebrows. I use a spoolie brush, and I use an angle brush, and I use eyeshadow for my eyebrows. Now, I don't have very many eyebrows. I don't have very many hairs. In fact, my hair stops growing right there on my eyebrow. It is just there. So I had my eyebrows tattooed a long time ago. So they are tattooed on. I'm not happy with them. They're not even and all the things. So I have to make it up with this one should have came in a little more right here to be even with this side. So I have to use my because I'm not going to go back again. In fact, she's not even here that did it. So my recommendation is don't use a nail salon that has a person there to do it. Go to a professional place. So I'm using my Pharmacy brown to do my, you want to go light. When you're over 60, don't go real dark. If you're like me, you want to try to look natural. So what I do is I take my angle brush and I line the top of my brow first. See how I put that line? I don't know if y'all can tell. Put that line on there. And I'm going to go over here and do my line. Like I said, this is eyeshadow. And this one needed to have more of a peak to it compared to the other side that they put up higher. Or either my face is off. I don't know which is what. But okay. Can y'all see? And I'll use my spoolie to soften it up. Okay, now I'm going to color it in. And this lasts all day, believe it or not. You don't have to have a separate eyebrow product. And when I travel, I like to have as least makeup product as possible. Okay. In fact, one time I forgot my lip liner and everything, and I used my I used my Unique palette, and I lined my lips with that mauve color. It worked. Oh, did I show y'all? There's that eyebrow. Now I'll do this one. Let's see. And I'm sorry I can't look in the phone for you to watch what I'm doing, but hopefully you can see enough from the side. And I like to sit down to do my makeup. I don't like to stand up. I've been that way for years. When my kids were young, I sat at the bar and I had me a little spot at my bar where I did my makeup. But so I have this little vanity here, and that's where I sit in this little corner of my room. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Now see, I don't know. I see this one's got curve and this one don't. Let's see. So you just keep working with it with your brush and fill it in. Okay, I'm calling it quits. They may not be perfect, but and then you can just take your spoolie brush and do it like so, and that softens it up. Okay, now I'm going to do my mascara, and then we're going to call it done. Now, one thing that I like to do is I have this here that's also, it's a little shimmer that's a highlighter, and you can use it just to tap on the bottom of your lip, even though I didn't have lipstick on yet. But anyway, you can put a little shimmer to your poofy, pouty lip there, okay? Let's see, is that all? Now, I don't always put mascara on the bottom. I do on some days, but I'm not going to today. I'm just going to do my top. Now, one thing that you might can do if you have really thin lashes like me is take one of these, take one of your eyeshadow brushes that's got powder on it, the eyeshadow, and you can just coat your lashes like with some powder, and that can kind of give them a little bit more thickness. You can also do this again after you put your first coat on. And the other thing I recommend on mascara is take your wand and go side to side over the tips first before you start doing the rest, okay? To me, coating those ends, and then start at your roots and work up, okay? And then you can take your eyeshadow, let it dry for just a minute, but when they're still just a little bit tacky, go ahead and go over the ends with your eyeshadow that has eyeshadow on the brush, and just go over the ends and then do your second coat. That will give you some bold eyelashes. So let me just do this one eye and show you. I'm going to go back and forth over the tips because my eyelashes are very thin. And if you get those sewn on, whatever, weaved eyelashes on, it will even take more of your eyelashes than what you got. And then you're almost bald. So I tried that. I didn't like it. I couldn't stand the feel of them, number one, because when I was in the shower, I wanted to scrub the darn things off. And so I don't do it. Okay, now if you get any mascara on you, if you get any mascara anywhere, leave it alone. Let it dry. Because you can use a clean Q-tip and it erases right off. Don't try to deal with it while it's wet. Okay? Now, this is pretty much my routine every day. This is what I do. I'm a little late this morning because we had contractor come this morning, and my husband needed me to pick out some things, but and then I decided to go ahead and do breakfast. But so typically this is done by 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then I do a devotion and get on with my day. So so let me see. Let me just use this. So can y'all see? Let's see. There's my mascara. Nothing bold, right? Okay. Now I'm going to take my eyeshadow, the one that's got the blue on it, and I'm just going to go over my tips with the brush. Just like that. And it's also pushing your lashes up a little bit, okay? So put that on. I see a hair right there I need to pluck. But anyway, I'll do that after this. Then I go over the ends again. And I usually use the end of my wand and go over the ends again first. And I have a mascara that's supposed to be here today. I ordered. And I have used this mascara for many years. And it's Revlon, I think. No, L'Oreal Voluminous Original. My baby sister she was middle sister. My baby sister passed a few years ago. But, whoops, and see, I just got mascara on my skin, so I'm leaving it there. But my middle sister, she was a cheerleader and just absolutely beautiful. And I think she was also in modeling, if I remember correctly. But she used this way back then. And so I've always used it. And I've tried other mascaras, but I always go back to this. Now I'm just going to go over the ends again. So this one's just a little bit clumpy, and I just touched my eye again. So with the mascara, so I'll show y'all. Let's see. Where's that light? I was trying to cover the light so y'all could see the difference. Oh, it's this way. Okay, so I don't know if you can see if that made a difference, but I see it in my mirror. My eyelashes are a little bit more bold. Boy, my eyes are yellow. Woo! I get people all the time when I go through drive-thrus, and they're like, is that contacts or is your eyes really that color? And my sons are the same way. In fact, I think his might even be more yellow than mine. But anyway, it's funny because years ago when I went to the mall at Dillard's or somewhere, and they were doing my makeup, some sort of expensive stuff, she was concerned about my eye color, thinking it was my liver. Well, my eyes have always been this color. I mean, they were brown when I was a kid, but then they changed. So I've gone all these years without taking a prescription. I mean, I'm not on meds. I eat horrible. I'm not on a good, healthy diet, that's for sure. But I don't think it's the liver. So I think it's just my eye color and my son's. So, oh, I forgot. I got to do the other eye. I almost forgot. Let's see. I did the powder. I think I did the powder. Didn't I do the powder? I think I did, yes. And it gave me that smooth look. Okay. Now, that's my deal, okay? I'll go do my picture. I'll go do my hair. And I'll take a picture to make for a thumbnail for this. Hopefully. I think I can do that. But anyway, I'll get my hair down and get my hair done up the way it needs to be. How long was it on here? I can't see without my glasses. Hold on, y'all. 34 minutes. How about that? And it didn't cut off, so I think I fixed it by taking away some videos and pictures. But anyway, I'll do my hair. I like to do my hair up. I like to have some wispies down. And I do have a video on how I do my hair up. It's real simple with the clip, and it just gives you that lift, okay? So the hair goes along with the makeup. Get it up and twist it up in a thing, and it's in place and it's out of your way, and it looks elegant. So my husband prefers my hair up. Um, a lot of my followers like it down. But remember, going down, it also brings all of this down. So that's my tip. My husband likes to see these. He likes, well, where are they? He likes to see the bone here and the neck. He thinks that's elegant to see that on a woman. So that's our 2 cents. Take it or leave it. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crafting with Terry Lynn. And if you like to craft or cook, I show all kinds of things. Yesterday we videoed grafting a peach tree to a plum tree, and we're going to have that tree growing peaches and plums, and we may graft one other thing to it as well. You can have multiple fruits on one tree. So anyway, check me out, Facebook and YouTube. Crafting with Terry Lynn. Signing off. Bye-bye.